Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sasha. If you guys are new around here, welcome. I hope you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, I wanted to show you guys my ordinary skincare routine, both AM and PM. This video is kind of a part 2 from my last video, which I'll link down below, but in my previous video, I talked about all my favorite The Ordinary products, and I thought it would just be appropriate to show you guys my skincare routine today and show you how I incorporate this brand into my routine. I've mentioned before that I don't use all The Ordinary products. A lot of products from The Ordinary are more treatment products and single ingredient products, so they're perfect to just kind of supplement into your routine and what you're doing already. So I will be using a different cleanser, a different eye cream and moisturizer and SPF from another brand. And it just so happens that I'm currently testing all Drunk Elephant products at the moment. So I will be using half Drunk Elephant, half The Ordinary products, and kind of incorporating that together. So my skin is already washed and cleaned, and in the morning I don't actually use a cleanser. This is something that I learned from dermatologists, but basically if you use a cleanser in the morning, you're washing off all the benefits, all the treatments, everything that you did from the night before. So it's best to just wash with cold water or water in general. I like splashing cold water on my face in the morning. It wakes me up. So that's basically what I do, and then I jump right into my skincare. So I'm going to start off with The Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. The reason why I start with this first is because you want to replenish your skin with plenty of hydration before you start adding in your treatments and your moisturizer. And it's recommended to add 2 to 3 drops. So I'm going to do 3 drops, 3 big drops. You can be pretty generous with hyaluronic acid. It has a very like watery gel-like texture, so it's just very hydrating. It almost feels like you've kind of applied a serum on your face or a hydrating sheet mask. That's pretty much what hyaluronic acid feels like. Also, hyaluronic acid can be used AM and PM, so it's just one of those things that are really easy to add into your routine. Right, the next product I'm going to apply is Niacinamide 10% and Zinc 1%. This is something that I always try to incorporate in my skincare routine, both AM and PM, because niacinamide is really good for helping with skin congestion. So if you have any blemishes, if you have like tiny little bumps, you know, the ones that never surface, this is really good for that. I started getting little bumps on my forehead, which is something that has not happened since maybe like my early 20s. I started using my niacinamide and zinc religiously after that, and within, I would say, like a week or 2, the bumps significantly reduced. They're still there, but they're just a lot tinier. So I'm hoping to just be really consistent with it, AM and PM. That way my skin just maintains like a clearer complexion. That's what niacinamide really does, and it also helps with skin texture. And zinc is really good for regulating sebum production. So what that means is it's going to make you less oily over time. So I always make sure that my skin is dry before I move on to the next product. Next, I'm applying my eye cream. This is Drunk Elephant C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. Now I love this dispenser. You just twist it up like this, and I'm just going to deposit about that much. I don't do a full pump because I realize that one full pump is actually a lot of product. So this eye cream does have vitamin C, so it's going to help to brighten, and it also has cucumber for firmer, stronger looking skin around the eyes. So far I do like this eye cream. I don't notice anything in regards to brightening because I don't really have dark circles, but it is just really nice and creamy and moisturizing. It does the job. I'm not really big on using eye creams. I've used a lot of eye creams, and to me it's just repackaged moisturizer, and there's really nothing that an eye cream can do that your moisturizer can't do. The purpose of an eye cream is to moisturize, so in my opinion, why not just use your moisturizer? I don't know. That's just me. Next, I'm going to apply The Ordinary's Azelaic Acid Suspension 10%. So what this is a brightening formula, and it's going to overall give you a brighter complexion, and it's also going to help with skin texture It will help to fade in any dark spots and any discoloration. So this does have a lot of the same benefits as vitamin C. And the reason why I'm using it today instead of a vitamin C is because niacinamide and vitamin C, which I have a vitamin C here from Drunk Elephant, they're very controversial and not recommended to be used together. Sometimes I'll use them together and sometimes I don't use them together. And today is just one of those days where I feel like azelaic acid and vitamin C are so similar in terms of benefits. And what's even nice about azelaic acid is that it helps to improve skin texture. So there's that added benefit. And niacinamide 10% and azelaic acid can be used together. They're perfectly fine together. So on the days that I don't use vitamin C, I will use these two together. And alternatively, when I don't use niacinamide in the morning, I will use vitamin C. So I kind of switch off. So I alternate days between vitamin C and niacinamide and azelaic acid suspension. The azelaic acid suspension is a cream, so it has a very like creamy feel to it. And I'm just gonna apply it first in the areas where I have texture and redness. This is actually really good for redness as well. So if you're someone that has rosacea, this will really help with redness. What I like about the azelaic acid is that it leaves your skin with a smooth matte finish. It almost looks like you've applied a silicone-based primer. That's what your skin looks like immediately after. Going to let that dry for just a minute or so before I move on to my moisturizer. Alright, so now I'm going to apply Drunk Elephant's Lala Retro Whipped Cream Moisturizer. This is a very hydrating moisturizer that has 6 whipped African oils. And you just pump it out like this. I love that this is perfect for one application. And this is also really hygienic because there's no air that's getting into the jar. And when you're moisturizing, don't forget your neck as well. Gotta give your neck all the love. So far, I do really like this moisturizer. I find that my skin stays hydrated for a lot longer compared to other moisturizers. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I am testing out a lot of Drunk Elephant products, so stay tuned for that. That will be a totally separate video. Alright, my last step is going to be sunscreen. This is Drunk Elephant's Umbre Tint Physical Daily Defense SPF 30. You guys already probably know this, but sunscreen is so important. The sun is actually the #1 cause of anti-aging, and it's the best way that you can prevent your skin from fine lines and wrinkles, discoloration, and sun damage, and a lot of other skin concerns. So if you can prevent that, you wouldn't have to use as many products. Even if you're indoors, you want to wear sunscreen because the sun rays still penetrate through windows and your skin is still going to be exposed to that. So always wear sunscreen every single day. So I do like this one because it has a little bit of a tint to it, but when you apply it, there's actually no tint. It just gives your skin a nice glow. So I like to blend this in really well because I want to make sure that it doesn't leave a white residue, and it doesn't. As you can see, it just gives a really nice, intense glow. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do, which is so important, is to moisturize your lips. And I'm going to be using Bite Beauty's Agave Intensive Lip Mask. I like this one because it has like an oily texture, so it breaks down really well and it spreads really easily. And my lips honestly stay hydrated for hours. Alright guys, so that is the end of my morning skincare routine. I'm now going to go on to the rest of my day, and I'll come right back right before I get into bed and pretty much do my nighttime skincare routine with you guys. It's a much different routine and I can't wait to share with you guys. Hey guys, so it's nighttime now and I'm going to show you my nighttime skincare routine. Usually when I wear makeup during the day, I always double cleanse. If you guys aren't familiar with double cleansing, it's using 2 different types of cleansers. So one to remove your makeup and the other to just generally wash your face and make sure everything is off. So the first step to double cleansing is to always start with a cleansing balm. And the cleansing balm that I'm currently using right now is Drunk Elephant's Sly Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. So what I love about this cleansing balm is that it comes with a scooper, and it just sticks back on like that, and from here you can scoop it out. And I love this because I've used cleansing balms where I use my fingers, and eventually what happens is makeup gets in there, it just gets really dirty and messy. And then from there I'll move on to my regular cleanser, and the one I'm currently using is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser, and this is a hydrating cleansing serum, so it has like a serum texture, and I like this one because it doesn't leave my skin feeling really stripped and dry. It just balances it and moisturizes it pretty well. Today I didn't wear any makeup, so I didn't feel the need to double cleanse. I just used my IT Cosmetics cleanser, and that was perfect. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the rest of my skincare. And at nighttime, I always alternate between using retinoids and exfoliating acids every other night. I never mix the two together. So on the days that I am using acids, I will go ahead and start with the ordinary glycolic acid 7% toning solution. This is a toner. You want to apply this first in your skincare routine. You apply this on a cotton pad, sweep the cotton pad all over your face. I just use one pad, it's enough, and I really saturate the pad. You will feel a slight tingle if you're new to acids, but tonight I'm actually going to use retinoids. I've been using a lot of AHAs and BHAs in my routine, so tonight I'm going to be using retinoids. So the first product I'm going to apply right now is the ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. I also applied this in the morning time. Again, it's just a great hydrator. I'm going to apply 2 to 3 drops just like I did in the morning time. You can be a lot more generous with this if you feel like your skin is very dry. It's going to draw a lot of moisture to the skin. And this morning I forgot to apply this on my neck, so I'm applying it now, and I'm going to let that dry. Alright, the next product I'm going to apply is the Ordinary Buffet Multi-Technology Peptide Serum. For some reason the dropper is just not really picking it up as well. Oh, actually there we go. So ladies and gentlemen, what you want to do is tip the bottle over if you have like this much left on the bottom, because the dropper will pick it up. I was actually going to give up on this and say, you know what, it's done, I can't pick up anymore, but tilt the bottle a little bit and you'll get plenty of serum. So this is an anti-aging serum, and it does have peptides in it, so it's really good for strengthening the barrier of your skin. It's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles, and it also has hyaluronic acid in it, so I actually didn't need to use hyaluronic acid separately, but I just wanted to show you guys where this would go in my skincare routine when I want to use it. And then I'm just going to wait a few seconds for that to dry. Next I'm going to apply the Ordinary Granactive Retinoid 2% Emulsion. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you know how much I love this product. It's my holy grail. It's the best treatment product that addresses all concerns that you could possibly think of. Everything from anti-aging to preventative to acne. It really addresses everything. I feel like using a serum is really not that necessary when I'm using the retinoid, because it has all the same benefits as an anti-aging serum. So I pretty much can eliminate this from my routine, but I just wanted to include it today just to show you guys where it would fit in my routine. And the reason why I applied the Buffet Serum first before the retinoid is because the retinoid has a thicker, creamier consistency. So when you're applying treatment products or just your whole routine in general, you always want to start from thinnest texture to thickest texture. That's always a good guide. So the directions always say to apply a small amount. So I just apply 1 drop just like that for the entire face. And I like to just kind of warm up the product. That way it spreads a little bit easier. And I do apply it to the whole face, but I always concentrate on the center of my face just because that's where I have the most concerns. And then next I'm going to apply my eye cream. I'm using again the Drunk Elephant eye cream. Use about that much. You can even use your moisturizer, which I do a lot. And for my moisturizer tonight, I'm going to be using the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. And I like using this cream at night because it has polypeptides in it and it has protein in it. So at night, I like using products that treat my skin because when I sleep, I know it's gonna do all the work. And just like the other Drunk Elephant moisturizer that I used this morning, it has a little pump that you just press down. Perfect amount of product. I do see a difference when I use this moisturizer. I feel like when I wake up in the morning, my skin is just kind of glowy and it's still a little bit hydrated. I do like this moisturizer. This is the second jar that I've used. The first time I used it, I didn't really pay attention to what it was really doing to my skin. And now that I'm using it again, I do notice that my skin is a lot more plump when I wake up in the morning, and it still is a little bit hydrated from the night before. All right, and the last product I'm going to use is the Ordinary 100% Organic Cold Pressed Rosehip Seed Oil. And I started incorporating this back into my routine again, but this time I'm using a lot less than what I used to use. I used to use a good amount to hydrate the whole entire face, but since I'm already using so many products and since my skin is already nice and hydrated, I'm only gonna apply a tiny drop, like 2 little drops, and I'm just gonna dab this into parts of my face and not drench my entire face with it. But I do like going to bed and just having like really glowy, dewy skin. Like I really like looking like a glazed donut before bed. I feel like the more hydrated my skin is at night before I go to bed, the better my skin looks in the morning, and it just looks more glowy. So I'm gonna start adding just a tiny bit of the rosehip seed oil after my moisturizer, and I love just waking up to that dewy skin. So that is pretty much it, you guys. That is my AM and my PM skincare routine. There are other things that I do during the week that I didn't show you guys on here. One of them is using the Ordinary AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution, which is a 10-minute exfoliating facial. I do this 1 to 2 times a week. Right now I've only been doing about once a week, but I think that's perfectly fine because I am using other AHA, BHA products. But that is pretty much my Ordinary skincare routine. As you guys can see, I don't use all Ordinary products. A lot of the Ordinary products are treatment products, so you can still use whatever moisturizer you're using, cleanser, eye cream. You know, they do have those products in the line, but I think most of their products are treatment products, products that you would use to treat, you know, whatever concern that you have. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you're subscribed so you can see more videos like this. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.